3 campuses will be closed on February 6th for teacher training until 1 p.m.
Punxsutawney Phil, ladies and gentlemen!
Hi everyone, it's Brooklyn with the Pelican News Network, and happy Groundhog Day! On February 2nd, thousands of people gathered in western Pennsylvania for the annual celebration of the beloved holiday that mystically foretells an early spring or 6 more weeks of winter. It has been celebrated for around 137 years. According to legend, if Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If he does not see his shadow, there will be an early spring. This year's prediction? 6 more weeks of winter. Here are some fun facts about Groundhog Day that you might not have known. Did you know that the origin of Groundhog Day dates back to 350 AD as the Christian holiday known as Candlemas Day? According to groundhog.org, once traditional belief was introduced to Germany, an animal was brought into the tradition, hence becoming the long-celebrated holiday of Groundhog Day. According to data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, Punxsutawney Phil has only been right 40% of the time over the last 10 years. But he's so cute. How could you be mad at him? This is Brooklyn from the Pelican News Network, signing off for now.
But above all else, I see a shadow on my stage. And so, no matter how you measure, it's 6 more weeks of winter weather.
Let's give a warm welcome to the newest member of the BCVS staff, Miss Tammy Travis. She has been at the Daphne campus for about 2 weeks, but has been with BCVS as a whole for almost 2 years. As a custodian, her duties include the main floor and anything to do with the grounds. In her free time, she enjoys antiquing and spending time with her 6-month-old granddaughter. In her interview, she also mentioned loving spending time with her 5-pound Morkie named Fozzie. She says that she feels very welcome here and she's glad everyone has been so kind. Thank you for everything you do, Miss Tammy.
Juniors and seniors, mark your calendars for the College and Career Expo, where you can explore many college and career options. The expo is being held in Robertsdale on February 7th and 8th. There is also a resume scholarship contest where you can win $100. See Miss Walchina or Miss Filial for more information.
On January 30th, the seniors and the juniors had an Adulting Day workshop where they covered the topics of military, who was presented by SSG Mitchell, FFA/scholarships, who's presented by Daisy Grant, interview skills and dress for success was presented by Morrill Baxter, transcript information by Ms. Walchina, financial literacy by Mark Wilson, and mock simulation by Sarah Buthworth. More information on these topics if you are interested in joining the Army, to talk to Ms. Walchina. Also, SSA applications or non-put waivers are to be returned in May or before graduation. Also, more info on Parchment is on our school website.
Reminder to students that the next academic intervention grade pool will be on Friday, February 10th. Please reach out to your teachers with questions and be sure to get your work turned in.
Congratulations to our very own BCVS sophomore, Emily Warner, who has been placed on the Fall 2022 UA Early College Directors List. Emily is a part of our dual enrollment program, which allows students to earn college credits while still in high school. Are you interested in dual enrollment opportunities here at BCVS? Contact Ms. Walchina on our website for more details.
Doing something worth bragging about? Do you want to be showcased on the next Student Spotlight? Contact Ms. Payne to submit your entry. Maybe you will be the next Student Spotlight.
Attention class of 2023. Have you ordered your graduation supplies from Herff Jones? You must place an order for a cap and gown if you plan to walk in the graduation ceremony in May. Time is running out. Your order must be placed by February 10th in order to avoid late fees. Click the QR code to order or contact Ms. Payne for details. If you do not plan to walk in the graduation ceremony and have not told Ms. Payne, please do so as soon as possible.
The real risks of marijuana.
As many states legalize the recreational use of marijuana for adults, teens may be getting the message that the drug is safe. While marijuana is the most commonly used illicit drug or illegal drug among middle and high school students, the drug poses serious health risks to teens.
The brain continues to develop until the mid-20s. Using drugs, including marijuana, can negatively impact brain development. Let's test your knowledge. True or false? Marijuana is safer now than it was in the past.
The answer is false. Marijuana today contains roughly 3 times the concentration of THC than the drug did 30 years ago. People can end up in the emergency room with severe symptoms after taking too much THC. True or false? Marijuana is not addictive.
The answer is false. Teens who use marijuana recreationally are 4 to 7 times more likely than adults to develop what is known as marijuana use disorder. True or false? The use of marijuana can affect the person's performance in school.
The answer is true. Marijuana can lead to problems with attention, memory, and learning. These effects may last for days or weeks. True or false? Using marijuana can affect a person's ability to drive.
The answer is true. Marijuana, specifically the presence of THC in the brain, can impact a person's coordination and reaction time, making it dangerous to drive a car. True or false? Teens are less susceptible to the effects of marijuana than adults.
The answer is false. Teens are more susceptible to the effects of drugs like marijuana because their brains are still developing. Drug use during the time of adolescent brain development may have long-lasting impacts on brain function. Because adolescent brains are still developing, teens also have a higher risk of becoming addicted to marijuana.
Hopefully the information shared with you today helped you understand the real risks of marijuana. Don't do drugs.
Here's a Q&A from the cast of Good Old Charlie Brown.
I play Lucy Van Pelt, and she's the female main character of the story. She's a very bossy person, mostly to everyone, but mostly to Charlie Brown. She basically roasts him most of the time, and she rarely gives him compliments. There's a whole scene in Charlie Brown where she's in her psychiatrist booth and she reflects his trauma onto him, basically.
I think it's Lucy. She's really funny. She has some really good lines, and I think Rachel brings a lot of energy to her. So.
Because I love acting and I like people to see my true me.
The Valentine's Day.
That's it for this week's broadcast. Have a great week or the best of a bad one. The choice is yours.